Prepare for a good thrashing. Let's go to Newcastle. Hello and welcome back to Dunkirk. And third round FA Cup away against Newcastle. So this will be a tough one, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We have played them before, I think, in the FA Cup third round, like in the first season. So, and that was also at St. James's Park. So this will be exciting as we do have a much better team today. I'm not expecting a win by far, but let's go out there and do a good account of ourselves. So form has been dwindling since last time. We haven't had a league win since Stevenage in November. So yeah, we need to get back on track, really. And we just scraped past Cairns in the FA Trophy as well. So yeah, and we've had some very tiresome months as well. So together with injuries and suspensions, we've had to rotate the team quite a bit. So I'm hoping to finish off the last 4 months of the season, yeah, a bit better. This is very weird because we have like 6 league games, actually 5 in January, 5 in February, and just 3 in March, and then 6 in April, which is a bit weird. We could have moved some of these games to March, for example, but yeah, what can you do? But it's Newcastle on the menu today, and we're going to do a second game as well, but we're going to do the first game of February or something, so we can take a look at eventual transfers here. We have made one transfer, seeing as we're playing the 4-3-3 now. We need one more midfielder as we had so many injuries and suspensions here. So Ilya Buckley is in on loan from Luton Town. Great ball-winning midfielder, but also a good box-to-box, I would say, if he could get some of his attacking stats up there. But mainly he would be a good ball-winning midfielder, or maybe probably mostly he will be mostly used in the defensive midfield position, I would say. But the great thing about this guy, other than that, he has some great work rate, tackling, teamwork, and stamina. His contract at Luton is up in the summer, so if we could get this guy in on a free, I would count this a very good pickup for us. He is rated to be a League One Championship prospect, so yeah, let's take good care of Ilya while he's at our club on loan. I want to go back to our 5-2-3 for this game, a bit more defensive. I'm going to do a quick pick and work from there. Pretty happy with the team. I'm going to do Whittingham on the Segundo Volante, of course. Should we do a playmaker here? Let's do a playmaker for now. Actually, let's do a Segundo Volante because he will move a bit further up the field there. Attack as well. Sign Hughes is back from injury. He's had 2 injuries, so he hasn't played that well this year, unfortunately. But we have tied him down to a longer contract, a 3-year contract plus an extension after promotion. Because Sheffield, they're not here anymore, but Sheffield Wednesday were snooping around, and I didn't want him to leave for like 10k. So that is where we're at. Other than that, I'm very happy. We're going to give Kim Jong-in a day off because he has been very tired, so has Kim Ori. So yeah, I think let's just get into the game here. Hibbert can actually stay in the middle, I think. And Kapakis on the left. Yep. So let's get on to St. James's Park. And what do we think here? We are 5-6 years into the future, so it's nice to see that still have some familiar names here in terms of Bruno Guimaraes is still there, over 200 caps I saw earlier. Mikael Mudryk is actually at Newcastle now, and they still have the likes of Nick Pope. Yeah, some familiar names there, so that is cool. I'm going to be very satisfied if he can score a goal, so let's try to go for away at St. James's Park, 4-1. It might be asking a bit too much, but they are playing some youth players, I think, so let's see what we can do. We are playing in our familiar red kits today, and look at the attendance. Yeah, so that is, of course, as always, the main thing we're going to take out of this FA Cup third round draw. We've been very fortunate with the FA Cup for the few last years. We've almost always drawn a Premier League team and away as well. So that gives us a very big boost to our finances. So we're currently at around 350k pounds, and let's see where we end up after this game. Shobozlai, oh, what a great name. And so it is great to see a few of the Premier League teams now where we when we are 5-6 years in the future, because they will have some new faces in and new names which we haven't heard about, and I find that quite exciting. So Dumbia with the ball up to McGain. We actually get across the halfway line. That is something at least. Good block by Kapaklis. We're going to do this game on key highlights, by the way. Yeah, there's going to be quite a bit of chances anyway. And there's the first one. Good. That is unfortunate. It was a good save by Marshall, but the second ball gets slotted in by Duarte there. Ay. Poor ball by Gareth Owen. It was actually a very good first save there by Marshall, and then it's not Owen, it's Barlow who puts it wide. Ay. Oh, I forgot to put the new guy on instead of Barlow. That was a mistake actually, because Barlow isn't that defensive at all. So halfway through the season, some takeouts. We had some bad performances by a few players. Mainly Kapaklis, which I kind of feel like he's one of my favorite prospects. We've kind of used him as a almost first choice central defender this year, but his average rating is below 6.5, and that is not good. Even though we aren't a good team in this league, I think that's a bit bad. Other than that, I think... and it's a penalty for Newcastle as well. Hibbert with the foul there. Come on, save the pen, Marshall. Save the pen. He went the correct way, but yeah, just fell down on the ground beside him. I think also Barlow hasn't been performing that well, so that's mainly why we got another midfielder in. Let's go balanced there. I find that it never works out going defensive or very defensive, because they will... Oh, that is a bad goal to concede. 3-0 Newcastle, and it's looking like a thrashing, all right. Yeah, going defensive or very defensive doesn't seem to work at all, so I really go below cautious. Well, I never go below cautious. I instead do stuff like pulling back passing directness and tempo, and stuff like maybe trigger press a little bit. Going for a standard press there, and drop off more, I think, works better than just going back on the defensive line as well. Just some quick tactical thoughts there. And if you are into like getting better at tactics, I think checking out the YouTube channel or the Twitch channel of RDF Tactics, who's a great guy and a great football manager YouTuber. It's a good way to go. Start out with his videos. He's done some videos with Zealand as well. And yeah, he's just a great guy. Oh, and Dumbia slots it past the keeper. Almost a goal there. Great attacking play by Dumbia there. Dumbia has been featured quite a bit actually because of our injuries, so it's nice to see him actually providing something in terms of attacking capability. And just look at the crowd. We haven't had this many people in total all season. My younger brother is a Newcastle fan actually, so I've been at St James's Park 3 times, I think, even when they were back down in the championship. And yeah, there's such a good atmosphere at St James's Park, so it's always a nice place to watch a match. Oh, into the crossbar. So Newcastle is dominating as they should. I think going back to our gegenpress, our 4-3-3 should do the trick for the second half. Well, should do the trick. It will maybe help us not conceding more than 4 goals, which we already have. And it's Duarte again. Yeah, and Osimhen with the assist again. 4-0. Ay. This will be a tough game to swallow. But I think, yeah, we were going to lose this anyway, so we can do well by rotating the squad a bit. I think also the finances is what we will get out of this. But it's McCain. Oh, he dwindled on the ball there. Nice chance for McCain. Okay, 4-0, not the best start. You're doing well. You're not doing well. Yep, you're going to do better in the second half. What do we do when we've added a new tactic then? We're going to put Whittingham off for... Actually, he's going to just switch with Barley there. Oh, he was playing in the wrong position. Ay. Whittingham off for Ilya Buckley then. And... yeah, I think that's it for now. Let's just save the second 2 subs. Yeah, so I'm still very happy with the team. Signings-wise in the transfer window, I'm not sure we're going to do much. I think we're at a good point financially in terms of the wage budget, and we are starting to earn some cash again. We started off the season by losing quite a bit in terms of... And that's a 5-0 goal for Newcastle. Yeah, in terms of wages for coaches, players... Scouting costs has been the main expense this year. So we pulled all of those back. We've sacked a few of the old timers, coaches and scouts, and yeah, scouting budgets as well. Just to keep a healthy balance at the club, and it has worked well. Okay, so let's do another sub here. Hughes is off for Brooks, and Hughes for Young Tae-Wok, yeah, of course, Young Tae-Wok. Who's still... oh, that was a poor save, but it worked. And Young Tae-Wok is still performing well on that left-hand inside forward side, although he hasn't learned the position yet. Almost up to 1 star now. Hibbert with the ball. Poor pass to Doumbia there. It's a counter for Newcastle. Osimhen. Great block there by... Who was that? Brooks. Nice one. If we could just get 1 goal here, that would be amazing. What happened there? That was weird. So, and by the way, I should say this at the start of the episode, but I am pre-recording quite a bit of episodes now because I am going to Japan for almost 3 weeks. So, when you see this, I am in Japan actually, and will be for at least another week, I think. I'm just gonna have 1 episode each week I'm away. So this will probably be another Tuesday episode. I can't remember the date, but at the start of April at least. The first Tuesday in April, I would say. And yeah, but we lose 5-0 to Newcastle, and yeah, we need to get back to the winning ways now, and maybe we should splash some cash in the January transfer window just to get back on track performance-wise in the league. Yeah. Okay, so now McCain is tired. Yeah, he's played all over the almost every game this season. So maybe we should sign a few guys. I'm gonna think about it and think about this tactic in particular. Why is there an exclamation mark there. I haven't seen it before. Probably because he needs rest, of course. Okay, so, but we're going to play a few games and come back for the Ebbsfleet game, I think, at the start of February. So, first, sorry, almost forgot. £1 million in the bank, and that surely sets us up for the next season, I think. I am just tempted to just ask for better facilities, but let's wait on that a bit. Let's see if the board actually decides on something themselves. Not gonna ask for anything else. No, I'm just gonna wait. Let's see if the board actually does something themselves. So let's get back for the Ebbsfleet game. And we're back. Away game against Ebbsfleet. And yeah, it's been a very taxing January on the team. We had some postponed games, and that just made us have a very busy schedule toward the end of the month. And yeah, we do experience that we have a small squad now, and we have done some signings to ratify that. I was meaning to splash some cash since we got so good amount of a cash inflow from the Newcastle game, but I didn't find anyone I wanted to splash any cash on, so we've gotten for 2 loan signings. And the first one is our new left back in Barry Molloy on loan from Brentford. And he looks like a solid left wing back. He's actually right-footed mostly, so although he has a reasonable left foot, we might want to use him as an inverted wing back. But for now, he has had 3 starts, hasn't done too much yet, but he's still gelling with the team, and I think he will come good for us. Very all-rounded player. And lastly, George Thomason, a new central midfielder. We are deciding to get rid of Barlow. He's done the club a big service, but yeah, his performances aren't just they are pretty lackluster. So in comes George Thomason from Colchester. We're paying a fair amount of wages for him as well, but I think he will do a job for us. So mainly playing in that box-to-box midfielder role, I think. So yeah, so let's see if that improves the team anyhow. In any way, I mean. So Kim Orr is going off for Ilya Buckley, I think. Buckley's right, yes. So we have 4 loan signings now, and I'm very comfortable with having 4 or 5. Now when we get up through the leagues, we don't want to rely on too many loans, because we need some homegrown players as well. And I think we are setting ourselves up for entering the Football League in that account. We're still resting a few players, so we're gonna put McGinn back on the bench, but he has been needing some rest, and so has currently Hibbert and Kim Jong-in. So we're gonna put Hibbert on the bench. Kim Jong-in can stay off for 1 more game, I think. And yeah, I think that's it. No. McDonald is gonna go off for Gethin Owen. Anyone else tired there? Not really. Griffith is going to stay on the bench. Hibbert, yeah. McDonald, yeah. McGinn. Yeah, I think we're good. Sonny Whittingham, of course, is going to come back in. So he is in for Thompson. And Thompson for Cam Orr. So there we go. So a bit of a rotated squad today in terms of the last game. But yeah, we finally had the league win again. We won against Gloucester as well, who are one of the main promotion contenders, and we beat Solihull Moors too. So 2 wins this month. So we're starting to improve our form, and that is what I'm hoping to do today as well. Up to 13th, as you can see, 43 points. Yeah, still 6 points behind the next group, you could say. So I think we are where we should end the season, like what we expected to. So let's go balanced and encourage the boys a bit. We are playing in our black and yellow kits today. I haven't seen them yet. I think I haven't seen them too much anyway, and I don't think you have seen them, so that is not quite nice to see. That is our third jerseys. They don't seem to have rendered correctly though. They're supposed to be striped, I think, with a sash across the chest. But anyway, black and yellow, or black and gold rather. Quarter for Ebbsfleet. I didn't see where they're in the league, but we can look at that after this highlight. Good steal by Sonny Whittingham there. Holds up the ball, and it's off. So Ebbsfleet is... Ooh, they're actually on the spot behind us, so this is a very important game for us. Okay. So let's get serious then. I'm going to go back to cautious here just to keep a bit more of the ball. We are losing possession, so for the second half, let's go a bit slower tempo and a bit shorter passing. Not too bad, not too bad. Might want to put on some of our old players just to get the team gelling correctly for this match. Oh, and that's a good pass through, and oh, Marshall saves it but can't hold the ball. But it goes off the post and into his hands eventually. And I think a sub is incoming. So Barry Molloy, you're off for Griffith. Parkless is off for Hibbert, and I think that is it for now. Just to get some familiarity back in the defense. We'll go balanced now, and let's try to put some pressure on them, I think. I'm gonna toggle off, step up more. Yeah. Griffith with the cross into Doumbia, and it's Doumbia! Henry Doumbia with his 4th goal of the season. Great cross from Griffith there, and the youngster Doumbia heads in his 4th. He has been providing some attacking capabilities in the last few weeks. Good header. Actually, Hammond gets a hand to it, but it rolls into the back of the net. So that's a good start, guys. That's a good start. Oh, great through ball to Whittingham. Oh, but he can't put it into the back of the net. Good save by Hammond there. What a pass. Doumbia with the corner. Headed out by Chopper, or whatever it's called. Chopper. Oh, yellow card. So let's try not to be too expressive now. Let's keep the ball in the team and do our last sub. Who can make a difference there, or make sure we don't concede? I would place Thompson in for Ilya Buckley there in the bowling midfield position. Yeah, let's do that. Great tackle by Whittingham. But a weird hoof there onto the keeper. So, thinking about getting into the Football League. Let's look at this highlight first. Okay, it's up for a corner. And so, we aren't going to go up this year. I'm hoping for a playoff finish next season. If we can manage that and get up through the playoffs, that would be amazing. But it might take us 2 more years. And in those years, we need to get some homegrown players. I think our attack is currently quite eligible for that. So the likes of Signews. And when you mention him, 2-0 Dunkirk, his 3rd goal of the season. He has had some injuries and stuff like that this year, so he hasn't developed as good as I wanted to, but he is tied down to 3 or potentially 4 years, so he will be a great homegrown player. So will Youngtae Wok, of course, and eventually Doumbia and I can't remember that other guy. Tyron McGain, of course, and our last South Koreans as well. So all 5 attacking players now in the team will be great homegrown players. So I'm counting on them in addition to Marshall here, who might be a backup for the future. Thompson is going to... Yeah, he's probably going to retire before I get into that. He's 33 now. Sonny Whittingham, of course, is one of our main guys. So we have a few good prospects, players who can be homegrown players for us coming into the Football League. And it's an offside on a goal by Young Tae-Wook. But it's a solid 2-0 win away against Elfsflit, and that is a very important win as well. Great getting back into winning ways in January, I must say. So Harris just clapped for himself by after he had sent the ball out. That was weird. Kevin Owen as well, actually, are kind of rotational right back. He has played a lot this year and improved as well. Yes, we have quite a bit of good players in the first team who are homegrown already. But a great victory. I'm not going to babble on too much about that, but it's something that we need to consider in the future, and that will be very important in the next summer transfer window after this season, because we should focus on players who are on the brink of having a first team spot, but have great potential ability. So we can grow a few players at home. I've also decided that actually puts us just 4 points behind the 12th place. I've also decided to not spend any of the cash we gained from the Newcastle game just yet. Let's see if the board wants to do anything with that. So, great finances. We're currently going on in the league. We're still in the FA Trophy, by the way, final 16. So I think we're bang on point for where I hope we will be this season. And yeah, if you can get a few more places up, that is just a bonus, I think. So I think that is it for today. Gonna get a good chunk of the league done. We're not gonna focus on the trophy before we get into an eventual semi-finals or something. Let's go to the York game maybe, and let's do a quick episode. So we only have like 13 games left, so I'm tempted to just go to the end of the season because we're not gonna get promoted this year. So I'm tempted just to get maybe to April. So I'm gonna decide on the way. So I'll get back to you eventually, but might just be at the end of the season actually for the last 2 games. So anyway, if you enjoyed this series, please subscribe to the channel and click the thumbs up button. And any suggestions are always welcome as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.